Hi everyone, making Aliyah from Iraq after 55 years, learning Tanakh together in Gush Etzion, a dinner supporting terror victims, and marking the International Blood Donation Day. You're watching Israeli Salad. Shalom and welcome to Israeli Salad. Here on Israel National News, Arutz Sheva, we try to bring you all the major stories regarding Aliyah, immigration to Israel. 500 new Olim from the US, 400 from France, another 300 from the UK. Now we'll meet one Oleh, one new immigrant who came alone. Alone because she was stuck in her birthplace for 55 years.
I had a dream. I was crying. I felt like an angel came to me. He gave me a key and said to me, "Walk this way. You will be free. You will reach the destination you desire in your heart."
This was the dream of Chana Menashe from Baghdad a few days after she left Iraq to Israel. 55 years after she was abducted from her family's home in Baghdad by her Muslim neighbor and forced to renounce Judaism, Chana managed to flee Iraq and find her way to one of Israel's European embassies. When Chana's family decided to immigrate to Israel, a Muslim neighbor who was aware of the family's plans kidnapped Chana, who was married to a Jewish Iraqi. The Muslim wanted to keep her by his side.
They abducted her using a gun. It was a person who had a moving company. My father, may he rest in peace, her aunt, and the police started looking for her. There was no place they didn't search. It stayed that way. She cried all the time. She had pictures of us. She used to look at them and cry. One day the Arab took all the pictures and burnt them. Only one picture was left. She used to write down our names every day. Father, mother, everyone. At night she'd burn it, and then again the next day she'd write down the names. She didn't want to forget anyone.
Year after year, Chana dreamt of immigrating to Israel and reuniting with her family.
She looked for all different ways to reach Israel.
It was a big structure with a Torah scroll and the 10 Commandments. I sat down and cried. I cried out that Moses should pray for me. I cried out to God, "Let me, before I die, come to Israel and see my parents."
Welcome to Israel. Now it's summer in Israel, vacation for the young and old. Although schools are closed and education institutions are mostly empty, there's never really a vacation from Torah learning. And so, like every year, the Herzog College in Gush Etzion held its Tanakh Bible Conference. We came to learn about this important event and learn some Torah. Under the title, The Biggest Tanakh Conference in the World, the Herzog College in Gush Etzion invited everyone to participate in a marathon of Tanakh lessons.
We have 4 days of intensive study of Tanakh, which we have 7 parallel classes each hour.
The people are coming from all over Israel, some of the states also.
People between classes go around, talk to each other. There's a special feeling here of learning together the Tanakh.
Each class begins on time, everyone is in class, everyone is really anxious to learn, and that's why they're here.
Rabbis, writers, teachers, especially Tanakh teachers, and anyone who wants to learn and connect more to the Tanakh participated in the event.
We started like 15 years ago. It started as a convention for teachers, Tanakh teachers, but nowadays a lot of other people were coming just because they love to learn Tanakh. That's why they are here. So they come from like 25 years old till 80, 85. I think the oldest woman is like 87 years old, and she's coming for 15 years. And she used to be a teacher of Tanakh, but now she is retired. But she's still coming.
What brought me here is the will to go through self-empowerment. During these days, I'm introduced to new aspects and ideas. We learn with leading rabbis, nationally and even internationally renowned. I get to be loaded and recharged, and with God's help, I hope that my pupils will also enjoy what I went through here during these days.
Everyone is still learning, so a lot of our people, of the lecturers who come to teach, they also stay and learn other classes.
And it wasn't only history that was discussed in the lessons. Among the topics related to were art, poetry, philosophy, the internet, modernism, geography, archaeology, and education.
The topics range from the Torah, Nevi'im, special topics, also the teaching of Tanakh. For example, today I heard a wonderful talk about David and Bathsheba, and things which, even though we all study this for many years, very many new ideas were presented today. That's just one of the many classes. We can only go to one class at a time. So that's one of the classes that I went to. There was also another class that I heard today, talk today about how to teach Tanakh in high school and to make it relevant to things which occur in current events, as we say. And many hints were given by the woman who taught. There were many teachers, both male and female, of Tanakh, who came especially to hear this class.
The Herzog College in Gush Etzion was approved by the Committee for High Education as an academic institute. The college works on connecting the soon-to-be teachers, and through them the children and youth of Israel, to the Tanakh, and to emphasize its relevance to day-to-day life.
The Herzog College also has its own way of teaching Tanakh. Not everybody does it the same, but as we say, teaching Tanakh, looking straight at the Tanakh in the eyes and trying to understand what exactly the Tanakh said. And I'm surprised that we have so many new insights every time that we have these days of study.
The recent terror attacks in Israel reminded us all of the victims of Arab terror. After the headlines stop relating to the attack and the situation of the victims is not brought to the public awareness, the victims are left to deal with their situation on their own. Well, not entirely on their own. Many organizations have sprouted throughout the years, organizations with one common goal, helping terror victims and their families. Here's just one of many events that took place throughout the year in support of the victims.
הזמינו אותנו פה לערב הזה. זה אנשים שבאמת רוצים להכיר ולתת מעצמם.
We were invited here by people who sincerely want to contribute. They want to get to know us. We're happy to meet them.
בכל מקרה, לשבת איתם לארוחת ערב זה נחמד מאוד.
It's very moving that there are people who live abroad and they care about us. It's very strengthening.
אבל גרים בחוץ לארץ במקרה זה חושבים עלינו ורוצים לעזור ולתת לנו בכל מה שאפשר, או לפגוש אותנו ולהכיר אותנו, וזה מאוד מרגש וגם מחזק.
American Jewry is not abandoning their brothers coping with Arab terror in Israel. The hardships touch the hearts of Jews throughout the world. The NILT Victim Fund organized an event, an evening of solidarity with the families of terror victims.
The main purpose of this organization is when the terror attacks happen, we try to find out who was wounded and who was killed, and we interview the families, and we find out if they need any financial help or psychological help, and we give them money towards it. And hopefully that will alleviate some of their pain.
אני באופן אישי שמחה מאוד שנפל בחלקי להיות חלק.
I personally am very happy that I had the opportunity to be part of this event. It's an event of giving, of unity and love.
כל הרבדים, אם זה חילונים, אם זה דתיים, אם זה חרדים.
These families come from all walks of life in Israeli society, observant, non-observant, ultra-Orthodox. It's all about supporting them, hugging them. We're in the home front, but we feel connected to their faith.
באמצעים שניתנים לנו.
אני משדרות והזמינו אותי, רצו שאני...
I'm from Sderot. I was invited. They wanted me to come, so I said, okay, thanks for inviting me to this party.
The owner of the Ahavat Hayam Love of the Sea fish restaurant in Tel Aviv heard about the initiative to hold an evening of solidarity with the terror victims and immediately decided to donate an honorable dinner for the cause.
כשהחלטתי לעשות את הצעד הזה, התרגשתי מאוד מאוד, היה לי הרבה רגש.
I was very moved. I decided to go ahead with all my energy and with all my resources. It's very important, no doubt, very important.
שאין לו עוררין, אין על הדבר הזה עוררין בכלל.
Tzedakah charity is a great mitzvah. We are obligated to give from our own assets to those who are in need. On the one hand, donating blood is easier because any healthy person has enough blood in order to donate, and there's no real loss following the donation. On the other hand, it's blood, one very essential part of the human body. We joined MADA, Israel's first aid services, as they marked the International Blood Donation Day.
If Hili Avni's life would have been ordinary, she might have never met Rivka Frenkel. A rare disease that Hili suffers from, a disease which harms her immune system, caused her to need more than 1,000 blood donations. Not easy at all, but at least Hili broke a record of blood donation infused in one patient. On June 16th, the International Blood Donation Day was marked, and Hili met a number of long-time blood donors.
I started donating blood after the Yom Kippur War. My sons and my grandchild also donate. They are continuing the tradition. My husband donates as well, the whole family. I appreciate it and thank them very much. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here. I wouldn't have survived. I myself donated in the past and hope I'll be able to donate in the future.
The blood bank transfers more than 1,000 pence every day throughout Israel. Here in the high-tech labs, the blood is examined, categorized, and prepared. But it's all worth nothing without the raw material, the human blood.
It's not dangerous to donate. On the contrary, it helps save sick and injured. The donating is done in a sterile environment.
Turns out that only 4.3% of the public donate blood. This is okay compared to other countries, but it's not enough.
There's not enough awareness. In Israel, we need 1,200 portions per day. If we will have 1,200 permanent blood donors, there will be enough blood.
So don't just be impressed by these good people, become one of them.
We want people to understand that people need the blood. Come and donate.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
Okay, that's all for this week. Join us again next week with another edition of Israeli Salad. Until then, shalom from all of us here at Arutz Sheva, Israel National News.